Yeah.
So, okay, it is now recording, in theory.
This
We should wait a few minutes to be sure. But, yeah.
I also have podcasting chapstick.
Oh, good. Ha!
That'll last you forever till you lose it.
Squee, you weirdo.
Mine's green apple.
Mine is Burt's Bees, so it's kind of minty.
Tastes like bird or tastes like bees?
I think I've got some Burt's Bees in here.
Vitamin E, with vitamin E and peppermint.
Oh.
Oh, yep, there's my Burt's Bees. I got that in here, too. There we go.
Okay.
Mine tastes like skin protectant.
Mine is the Burt's Bees All-Weather Moisturizing Lip Balm. Broad spectrum, water resistant, 40 minutes, SPF 15.
Mine is just beeswax lip balm.
Copyright 2011. It's a good year.
I don't have any. I've got Burt's Bees beeswax lip balm with vitamin E and peppermint. Mine's nowhere near as fancy as yours. And this was still like way too expensive to be freaking chapstick.
It's because it's Burt's Bees.
That's because it's not chapstick, it's Burt's Bees.
Well, chapstick is a brand name, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Huh.
Just like Kleenex, you monsters.
Or Q-tip. That's another big one.
Yep.
Xerox.
Or the Manipool.
Or the Manipool, yeah.
Pet shop.
All right, so shall we do
Dance?
a thumbnail thing?
Oh, sure. I guess it's the Slinky.
Well, I've got a knife now, so.
All right, Cluze is doing the Slinky again. I got. Be sure to turn it brand name away from the camera. There we go. Okay, here we go. Okay, that should work.
It is a brand name Slinky, too, except no substitutes.
What would it be otherwise? A spring? A piece of spring?
A piece of spring, yeah.
It'd be a slonky.
Yeah, what is the non-brand? So for Q-tip, it's cotton swab. For Kleenex, it's, facial tissue. What is the non-brand name for Slinky?
We've done something
Spring.
terribly wrong.
Yeah,
It's just spring.
it's useless broken spring. Walking spring toy. Ah!
Oh, no, the walking is always a lie. Always a lie.
The ambling spring, I see.
I had one of
Wonderful.
the plastic ones when I was a kid.
That's wrong.
I think
Yeah,
I had a
I've
metal
got a-
one too, but
I've got a plastic one that I keep at work for demonstrations of waves.
it's like this big around. Like it was big.
That big?
Yeah.
I can't see you. I can just see Squee waving a knife.
Yeah, this is going to be a thing for a little bit.
It's making me slightly uncomfortable.
I mean, I have to prepare for Japan where I can't have a gun.
Is
Yeah, but-
that an actual knife or is that a prop?
Let's find out. I'm a goblin.
All right then.
There's
Should
no
I be
eye.
doing this with an actual knife?
There's no eye in Goblin because Squee is not maintaining knife safety.
I would never do this with a real knife. It'd be heavier. Strength is a dump stat, right?
So apparently Jay Spencer was still watching the Hearthstone stream that I was hosting before because Twitch, when you're hosting something and then you go live, apparently Twitch just doesn't bother to change that itself anymore. It forces
it's
you
weird.
to refresh.
That's true, Stark. I should be wearing an eye patch while I do this to really drive home the effect.
Lord. All right, let's get to it. You guys good?
Yeah.
Eh,
Okay.
I get
Got my
by.
hobo knife.
Ugh.
Are you good?
Ugh. I'm full of Lexington style barbecue and peach cobbler. So yeah, I'm real good. I'm just tired.
Sweet.
Okay, here we go.
It is.
Ow, jam. You all right, Cluze? Did I get you?
Yeah. I was just wondering if you were going to make it through the actual Monday Night Magic intro or if we were going to Manipool again tonight.
Oh, I don't know. Let's find out.
All
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another fun-filled episode of Monday Night Magic. I'm losing my headset. Of Monday Night Magic.
That's a good
here
show.
on Twitch.tv/The Manipool. We're also back on MTGcast too, by the way.
It's true. Not that you would know from the headphones.
It's true. I am Chewie. I am full of Lexington-style barbecue and peach cobbler, and I'm sleepy.
And a knife.
No, wait, hang on. Let me Get right. Wait, hey, I can do it. Lift it up slightly, would you? No, that's too high. You're killing me. Yeah, right about there. Hang on. So I'll
You're killing me. Yeah.
Oh God, you're killing me.
That would have been a good thumbnail. Anyway. So yes, stabbing me with a knife through the internet is Squee.
Brought to you by Rakdos. Why wait?
And over there, currently giggling, is Cluze.
I'm just picturing Rakdos as having that slogan, and I like it.
I mean, he is in marketing for a reason.
True.
He is.
Squee, not Rakdos. I don't think Rakdos needs to market.
I mean, Rakdos has those carnival barkers. I think they'll be all right.
Oh, that's true, yeah. Anyway, so this is Monday Night Magic number 645. Apologies.
Sure is.
Do it.
I said sure is.
Sure is. Apologies for those of you watching live that this is so late, but I had to go meet a family member that I'd never met before. So that was neat.
That is a plot hook.
Yeah, it was a cousin from California who is in his 60s now.
I'm fairly certain that this is the beginning of an anime.
That would be a transfer student.
Yeah. And also, I left and I'll probably never see him again. So.
Well, Monday Night Magic got real dark real fast.
What? No, I mean, I've made it to 38 and I've never met the man, and now.
Yeah, if this is the pattern, it'll be a while.
Yeah, now I met him and we're probably done now. But. But yeah, he and his wife are very nice, and his doggo was a sweetheart. She's a French bulldog named Charlie. Oh,
I respect that.
So yeah, that's why the show's late, because go beat them and then have dinner and then sit around and shoot the breeze for a while, and oh crap, it's late. Even the old man was actually the one who went, "Don't you need to be going soon?" I was like, "Oh yeah."
Aren't you needed on the internet, sir?
Yeah. The Monday Night Magic light was on in the sky or something. Anyway.
Yes, because we need to change the batteries. I think mine's on C batteries.
We actually have a fair amount to do this week, so let's get to it, shall we?
Look at that magic.
Oh, I didn't fix I always forget one thing, and this time it was Chrome.
I mean, Chrome's job is to fix itself.
Except it doesn't. All right, so first
it's
up.
not good at it.
First up, we've got, finally, I didn't touch anything. The announcement of the top 8 from the previous month's season of Magic Arena. The top 8, I don't know if this is the top 8, but these are the top 8 who accepted the invitation and who are eligible and all that good stuff. We've got... Oh, God, I'm going to butcher all of these names.
Yeah, you are.
And how?
So there's even some screen names in there.
We've got Beatrice Grancha, who is Alia Dischain, let's say. Andre Strosky, who is a Magic Pro or was or something. I don't know how that works anymore. Eduardo Annunziata. Oh, there we go. Annunziata, okay. Who's Quicksort on Arena. Luke Faley, who goes by Luke. That's Lewk, so he gets points for that.
Yeah.
Teruya Kakume, who is...
Kakumai.
Kaku what?
Kakumai,
excuse me. Who I think... might be a Magic player.
Well, obviously.
No, I'm like a pro player of some sort, I think. The name sounds familiar, but not one of the big names, so it doesn't stick. But anyway, Taiju Sugiyama. Bill?
Sugiyama, yeah.
Okay. Who goes by Adver. Yeah. Zachary Keene, or Zekeen, and Thiago Saporito, who is definitely a pro player. So there you go. These are the other 8 They'll be going to the Mythic Invitational. There we go, at PAX East. So there we go. That's all of our 64 players set now. After last week when we mentioned that Amaz wasn't going to be able to make it, which is sad.
Gotta catch them all.
But they got someone to replace him.
So are these the ones who had to grind arena to get this invite?
Yeah,
okay.
These are the ones who finished high enough in the season for Magic Arena and were eligible and could do it. So, not necessarily the top 8, although they might be the straight top 8. I don't know. I didn't check and don't care. But these are the ones who are getting the invitation based on the finish in last month's ranked ladder on Magic Arena.
No, Radder. It's totally Radder.
More rad than others.
Which was the sequel to the 80s BMX film, Rad.
I don't know. None of these usernames are terribly rad. Like,
or was the sequel to the video game for the PS2, Robot Alchemic Drive, also known as Rad.
Wow.
I don't know that one.
So I appreciate
it was great.
The fact that when you expand these, you see more information about each of these people.
Yeah.
But some of the questions that they answer are strange. Like, are you going to PAX East with anyone? And, like, that feels a bit invasive to me. Like, will there be any witnesses if you are mugged? Like, why would you ask these questions? That's so strange. It's just so odd.
Also, by the way...
He says, wielding a knife.
Yes. Streamers will be able to co-stream the Mythic Invitational feed on their own Twitch channel. So if you want to stream the Invitational, like with co-stream essentially means you can like add your own commentary or whatnot.
Yeah.
Then you can do that. No, I'm not doing that. Don't ask. But there you go. That's a thing. So it wouldn't surprise me to find that people are co-streaming this in other languages and whatnot. That would be cool.
Yeah.
But
I'm really hoping that someone on the internet takes it upon themselves to do a stream with like puppets. Like straight up having like sock puppets if you want to Syphil and Ollie it, or if they've really got the time and the budget, actually make some Muppets. The maximum points if you just Swedish Chef the entire thing. I have simple wants.
It's true, yeah. You do. Anyway.
I mean, I'm not going to watch it anyway, so hey. I won't have the internet then.
Why not?
I won't be here.
Why not?
'Cause Japan.
But their internet's better than ours.
Japan will finally...
Not when you're traveling.
Japan will finally have
nothing's
come
better when traveling.
and claimed Squee after all these years of taunting
There will be cherry blossoms and all kinds of stuff. Maybe this will be the time when I sit under that tree out in front of the school and then finally meet the love of my life. And muster up the gumption to actually ask them to some kind of social gathering that is not at all intimate.
Wait. But what if this love of your life turns out to be what's the name for the crazy obsessed chick? Like there's a term for that.
Yandere?
That's the one, yeah.
Well, then we know what happens to the eye and goblin that week. I brought my own knife.
I was to say, why do you think he has the knife? Anyway, all right. So there you go. That's your. Let me go back to the.
So if you don't hear from me for 3 weeks, you know what happened.
That's your top 8 right there. So your last 8. Let's move on to other things.
Sure.
So hey, Wizards showed us an update to the Wizards Play Network, which you might not know, but that's the network of stores and whatnot. that I actually haven't had a chance to read this. Hey, you guys, what the hell is this?
It's a website.
Yeah, it's totally a website. Oh, no, wait. It's you streaming your desktop.
My browser.
So,
Okay. So in the past, okay, man, boy.
Tim Berners-Lee decided that we needed a better internet.
Right. So once upon a time, there was Gopher.
Okay, we shouldn't actually waste this time. That was stupid.
Yeah, please don't.
All right. You're right. We don't have time for this.
Carry on, Cluze.
So when WotC interacts, WotC doesn't really interact directly with the stores. The WPN does that, which is kind of part of WotC, but it's not like, you know, Mark Rosewater just calls up a store and says, hey, do you guys need boxes? No. All this stuff is arranged. That would be really neat. If you just get this phone call and it's, hi, this is Mark Rosewater. Do you need boxes? Yes.
Especially if he sounds like Mark Rosewater when he asks.
Yeah. Anyway, the Wizards Play Network, they're the folks who, for lack of a better term, and I'm totally going to paraphrase here, they were kind of the sanctioner for stores. So they're the ones who kept track that, you know, your store was actually, you know, officially with WotC, and they had you listed on their website, and they would send you all your pre-release kits and all the emails that tell you, hey, get ready for this. Hey, this is when you need to schedule your tournaments. All that like coordination sort of low-level stuff is done through the WPN. Well, the way the WPN had been set up, there were, I want to say, 4 levels of WPN store. And so the actual gap between like tiny store that like fires an FNM like maybe once a month with 9 people, and we run like multiple events every night of the week that are sanctioned, and we have FNMs that pull in like 100 people and pre-releases that pull in 300 people. There are only 4 steps between those two things. Technically, there were only 4 steps between Rando, we run 1 event a month, and Star City Games running an open. So, I mean, it was really very strange. So they're changing all of that. So the way the levels are going to happen, it's going to be scaled in some way, question mark. I mean, like all of these sorts of announcements from WotC, it's, hey, we're doing this thing. Details coming soon.
True.
And that's what you get. So they're altering the thresholds that stores had to reach certain levels. I mean, once upon a time, you had to have a certain number of new players every month. You had to have a certain number of unique players every month, a certain number of events every month, certain number of events over a certain size every month. And you had to keep track of all of these metrics. And if you didn't reach those metrics, your WPN status could be demoted, and then you would get less product, less allocation, less promos, you know, all that kind of stuff. So all of that is being altered, and that is a thing, is what I'll say. I don't think we have enough detail to really know for sure. The only thing that it does tell us, which is kind of interesting, is it does tell us that WotC is still paying attention to paper, and WotC will still be doing things with paper. Otherwise, they wouldn't have bothered. So Arena hasn't killed everything yet.
Yep. The only thing that really matters here for the purposes of people that actually attend stores rather than the people running these things are that they're changing out how they're doing promo cards. So instead of you get a promo card for whatever condition your store is decided on, like in most cases it's Friday Night Magic, now they're going to have these little packs of 4 cards, which are going to have promo stamped rares and whatnots from the most recent set. One of the cards is going to be, well, actually it just breaks it down. So slot 1, promo stamped rare, mythic rare from the most recent set. Could be any rare and mythic rare. Slot 2 is a promo stamped rare, mythic rare from a short curated list. This will be from standard legal sets, and they'll be hand selected by Magic's design studio. The list will be public. And apparently there will be some kind of curveball here, and you'll find out what that is in Core Set 2020. They say we'll like it. So, ominous. Tune in later for news. Slot 3 is promo stamped alternate art basic land, and slot 4 is the promo slot. With each standard legal set, there will be a selection of special season-specific cards, just like F&M promos. Although for the first season, there will be 5 cards, up from the usual 3, so breaking the rules already. most of the time you can expect to see an alternate frame card you're accustomed to, but again, they're going to do something special with the first one, so take that precedent. Yeah. So keep an eye out for Core Set 2020 when they roll out whatever they're doing here.
There you go, then.
Also, I would like to point out that if Chewie scrolls up a little bit, the logo for WP and Premium looks fake. That looks like something that a third party would put together. But that's just me making fun of things.
No, that's
enough.
fair.
And also these promo packs, it looks like are going to be... Wait, no. Yeah, these promo packs will be given out at the store's leisure.
Yes, there's no specific...
So these aren't like, these are the F&M promos, and these are the open house promos, and these are the whatever promos. It's just, here are the promos, give them out, whatever works best for your store.
Whatever makes you happy, buddy.
So, yeah. Interesting.
I think they're operating on the assumption that you're going to do whatever makes the most sense for your group. Because, as mentioned, some places don't get regularly firing F&M, but they do have people that hang out and play there all the time. Other places get massive F&Ms and massive pre-releases and stuff, and they may not have enough product to just distribute it freely to everyone. Like, we don't know the details of that, so maybe they'll find another way to do it. The check and balance on this is just the idea that instead of just getting rated based on total numbers of, events firing, people in events, all these things that Cluze just mentioned, there's going to be some element measuring quality here, which is not described in detail, but theoretically that's going to have to involve some input from the players for it to measure quality, because otherwise all stores are like, we're great, and that's useless. So presumably if they're measuring quality and they do something really stupid with their cards, then they will get punished for that in a different way. Details to come.
Okay. So there you go. We don't have much more information past that, so more later.
Yeah, more later.
Check back in the future when time has occurred.
For more information, it'll happen behind the scenes. You'll never know. It'll be fine.
Correct. Okay, moving on. Hey, this happened
That's where
today.
stakes come from.
They've shown us now the deck list for the Challenger decks for this year.
Da-da-da.
So we've got United Assault, which is a white weenie deck.
Gasp.
I like it.
If we check this out by rarity, we've got 2 History of Benalia for Mythics. Rares are 4 Banalish Marshal, 2 Legions Landing, 2 Tecatli Honor Guard, and 1 Remorseful Cleric. Yeah. We've got Lightning Aggro, the mono red deck.
Oh, that sounds even better.
It's got 1 Mythic, Rekindling Phoenix, and 11 rares, 1 Banefire, 2 Experimental Frenzy, 4 Goblin Chain Whirler.
Oh, yeah.
And
Important.
4 Runaway Steamkin. So this, damn.
This actually just looks like a deck.
Yeah.
22 Mountains, Lightning Straw. Oh, this is so nice.
I mean, that is the point. Remember, the Challenger decks are
Yeah.
supposed to be buy them and play them in F&M without getting completely murderously stomped.
Yeah.
I am just going to stay here in my warm, happy place.
Well, we're going to keep scrolling.
Yeah. The Deadly Discovery, which is the black-green deck, has Overgrown Tomb, and Vraska Relic Seeker as its mythics. And then Arguel's Bloodfast, Find Finality, Jade Light Ranger, and Woodland Cemetery as its rares. 8 of those. Neat. And then the big one that everyone is talking about is Arcane Tempo, which is...
Garbage.
Right. Which is a red-blue deck. Which has
Deck.
1 Arclight Phoenix,
Important.
as its mythic, which is the huge one. And also its rares are Entrancing Melody, the Mirari Conjecture, Niv Mizzet the Perrin, that's 3 melodies, 2 each of the Conjecture and the Perrin, and 3 Sulphur Falls, which are another large chunk of change.
At least they were at some point.
No, they still are. So, yeah, someone has already done the math. Oh, you can't. Okay, you know what? Here, hang on. Is there any way I can make this? Oh, no, that's even worse. All right, well, I don't know if I can make this so you guys can see it. Let's see here.
Stay on target.
Does this work? Okay, that gets it close enough. So, as of right now, I don't know where these values came from, but if you go out and buy these decks individual cards right now, the White Weenie deck is $64. The Lightning Aggro deck is $80. The Golgari deck is $72. And the Arcane Tempo deck is $123. So, yeah, of course, people are already complaining that these aren't as good or as deep or as expensive as last year's. Okay. Sure.
Good talk.
Yeah. These have an MSRP, which is weird. I guess the no MSRP thing starts after these, since these were already announced, I guess.
Probably.
But they're going to be $30.
I mean,
Again,
yeah.
that's MSRP.
Like, apparently, Sulphur Falls still goes for like $8.
Yeah.
Which really surprised me. But okay.
So, there you go. That's the Challenger decks.
Okay, then.
These all look like at least somewhat playable in Standard.
I really appreciate the fact that they didn't feel locked into there will be 2 mythics in all of them. Because getting just the 1 mythic in the Lightning Aggro deck, but getting 4 Chain Whirlers just makes more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's just them not putting themselves in a corner. And that I like that.
Yeah. So there you go. That was the big news today, because new product that people can complain about. So that's what they're doing.
It is their way.
And yeah, since we're not finance guys, because we have souls, we're not gonna touch that. But
My financial advice, as always, is to not buy Magic. Play Magic, enjoy Magic. Don't go into Magic expecting to make good financial choices.
yeah, that's not how Magic works.
No.
Okay, so moving on. What is this? All right, so I didn't look at this either. This was from earlier today. What is ECCC, by the way?
I just heard this earlier.
Oh, Emerald City
today.
Comic Con.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, okay. Cool. I did not know that. But anyway, so there was a Magic Story panel at the Emerald City Comic Con this weekend. And apparently, if you sign up for the Del Rey Books Magic newsletter, you'll get 20 free Ravnica prequel stories from Django Wexler. And
That's a lot of prequel stories.
yeah. And there's a pre-order offer on the War of the Spark novel by Greg Weisman. If you order the book and share your receipt with Del Rey Books by April 23rd, you'll receive an art print of the book's cover signed by Greg Weisman and Magali Villeneuve. I really need to learn how to say her name.
Nice.
The artist. And Yeah, the cover art on that is pretty sweet. So yeah, I was hoping there was like a full shot of it, but there's not. So yeah, there's that. Isn't that adorable?
It is.
So yeah, there you go. Del Rey Books is diving in. Go get them, and there are links to these things in the show notes. It's a Twitter link, and then there are links in those tweets. Got it? Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. So now onto some sad news. On the 15th, which I completely missed, Sam Stoddard announced that he was leaving Wizards of the Coast. He will be a senior game designer at Mythical Games, working on the Blancos Block Party. I don't know what that is, but it's a game that Sam Stoddard is working on.
Sam has been with WotC since he joined as an intern in June of 2012.
Yeah, and before that, he was a Magic podcaster, because it turns out there are a lot of Magic podcasters who end up going to WotC. By a lot, I mean like 4 or 5.
At least one from this show.
Yeah, at least one from this show. That was Gavin. So there you go. How about that? So big thanks to Sam Stodd for all of his stuff over the years, and I hope he does well at Mythical Games.
He gains the ability to tweet without putting a hashtag on it now.
That is true.
I don't know what that's like.
I was going to say, is that really tweeting if there's no hashtag?
I mean, it's not what I do.
Excuse me. And then also, Aaron Forsyth tweeted on also the 15th that Mark Globus left WotC. I don't remember what Mark does, but Mark has been there forever.
Yeah, he joined after the first Great Designer Search. He was part of that, and he got hired in the fall of 2006.
Right. Wow, so he's been there for 13 years almost.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I think he was part of R&D, I want to say.
Was. Senior producer.
Yeah.
There you go. So, well, damn. I don't know where he's going because this is a tweet from Aaron Forsyth. But
yeah.
I don't know if Mark Globus is on Twitter. If so, I couldn't find his account. The only Mark Globus I found hasn't tweeted and was a real estate guy. And I was like, I don't want you. You're not the one I want. All right. So, best wishes and good luck to both of those guys for whatever they do next.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think there's only one bit of non-tournament news left, right? It's the Bug Blog.
Oh, right. We're jumping to that now.
Yeah, why not?
Easy. All right. Well, yeah. So the Bug Blog, I only ever really show you when I think it's funny. But these are things that are wrong with Magic Online that sometimes have funny outcomes, or just phrased funny when they post them. As usual, don't use anything in here to get an advantage. Maybe avoid using cards if they don't work properly, and if someone uses it against you for an advantage, report them for cheating because they're cheating. Very quickly going to run through a few of these because there's not a lot. General, the foil treatment on certain cards results in darker colors, which
I love that.
Is
that's
amazing because it's digital. But
well, wait, does it do it to the card backs? Because then no, that shouldn't work at all. Okay, I got nothing. Go ahead.
You can't put foil on the back of a card, Cluze.
You can digitally.
You can't put it on the front either. It's just a stupid little logo they put on it. But whatever. Yeah, I have to assume that this was an attempt to fix the problem of cards curling in Magic Online, and they just went too far. So we'll have to see where it goes after that. Because it's a shame. All right, let's move on to some actual gameplay stuff. So, First up, cards such as Unmoored Ego allow players to search libraries even after Shadow of Doubt is cast. Well, that's just a mistake. That sounds like a much more moored ego than expected.
So Shadow of Doubt says players can't search libraries this turn. And Unmoored Ego says choose a card name, search target opponent's graveyard, hand, and library, and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I suspect that the coding is different for that because searching from multiple zones is probably not set up in the same thread and they just didn't think about it.
Either that or it's because you're searching your opponent's library instead of your own.
Oh, yeah, that could be it too. Although,
maybe.
Yeah, it says cards such as, so this could also be like lobotomize and other weird stuff too.
Yeah,
so who knows? Let's see. Next up. If one of the two cards, Kaya or Zav Usurper, targets in the graveyard is exiled in response, the other one is not exiled from the graveyard. That's just an order of operations fail.
Well, it's a improper targeting thing. So if you target something, multiple somethings, and one of them gets removed, the ability isn't countered unless all the targets are removed. Right, Cluze?
Right.
Yeah, the game tries to do as much as it can.
Yeah.
So the only way you're going to get rid of that ability is to exile both cards that she's trying to exile.
Yeah.
But so that means if she's targeting two and one of them gets exiled, the other one should still go, but it doesn't, and that's wrong.
Yeah, especially because right here it even says up to 2, just to make that a little more obvious to the rest of us too. So yeah, that's just a mistake.
It does say up to 2, doesn't it? Duh.
Yeah, so that's just wrong.
Yeah.
And now the one that I find funny and the reason why I included it here. So if Rhythm of the Wild is in play, when its owner casts a card, such as Clone, and chooses not to copy a creature, that player does not get the Riot prompt. And
the Riot prompt.
I am always disappointed when I don't get the Riot prompt, because every once in a while you need that little pop-up in the corner of your view that says, Riot, yes or no. Sometimes it's accompanied with like a Paragon and Renegade thing if you're feeling Mass Effect-y. I don't know. But you don't get it. You don't get to make a choice. It's Mass Effect 3 all over again. Everyone's disappointed. This is horrible. The Wild lacks rhythm. You're thrown off the Wild's groove.
I'm starting a campaign to get this ending changed.
You should get everyone you know online to also complain.
Oh, they're already doing that.
I mean, it is what they do. You've got to harness the salt. But yes, for the curious as to what's supposed to happen, Rhythm of the Wild says non-token creatures you control have Riot, the relevant part. And when you play a clone effect, you may have Clone enter the battlefield as a copy of any creature on the battlefield. Doesn't mean it has to, in which case it will come in as a 0/0 shapeshifter and promptly die. But it would still be a creature coming in with Riot, which means it could have a +1/+1 counter on it and survive, or it could have haste on it, which is funny. But you'd probably make it come in as 1/1. It lets you cast it on an empty board. But right now it doesn't work. So that's unfortunate. These clones are faulty. 0 out of 10 would not clone Saga again.
Correct.
That's all we got here. Take that, Magic Online. Glad you're still funny sometimes.
Okay, there. I had to add a title to the show notes.
There you go.
Okay, so tournaments?
Tournaments.
Wait, tourniquets?
Tourniquets.
All right.
Turnipats?
What?
That keeps your turnip warm.
Ah. Are you supposed to keep turnips warm? Turnips are gross.
That's true. I mostly throw them at my enemies in Mario games.
Yeah. I do it in Smash Brothers.
That's a Mario game. So,
Sorta?
Tampa?
So Tampa, that's the one.
You mean
that's
Event
open...
7?
Good old Event 7.
Yeah, we're doing these out of order because Bilbao is Event 6, but whatever.
Yeah.
All right, so Magic Fest, Tampa Bay. Oh, it's Tampa Bay. Oh. Everything about this is weird. So this was modern, correct?
Yes.
Okay, good. How many people were here?
I cannot confirm or deny that they are all Florida man, but 988 people encountered a Florida man in this event.
Fair enough. So, the top 8, since this is modern, in no order, damn it. All right, do we have a, we do have a bracket. All right, who won? Here we go. Roshan Eapin. This guy won.
EpiPen?
Roshan EpiPen, yes. Playing some Death Shadow. Grixis Death Shadow.
Popular choice.
Very. Is there anything fancy? Excuse me. Going on here?
We got a zombie fish. You got your Death Shadow. Looks like we're playing by the book.
Yeah, I love
Look at that flippy Jason the board.
I completely.
That's how you know you're playing modern.
I always forget about Teamer Battle Rage in this deck. That's just wrong.
Comedy.
Just double strike. But anyway, so yeah, that's that. Who's in second?
Matt Costa.
Oh, good. He's right above. Playing Izzet Phoenix.
It is.
Yeah, get used to that. He's gonna be saying that a lot. But this is the Phoenix deck that we all are sick of hearing about.
Are aware of.
Yeah. Arclight Phoenix has suddenly become the boogeyman in Modern that everybody is convinced will burn down the format. And this time, and I'm saying this, they might not be wrong.
I mean, it does strike me as a flammable format. All these people are playing paper.
It is entirely possible that the Izzet Phoenix deck is just slightly too good, but it also might not be. But ordinarily, when someone's like, ban this, everything is awful, I laugh at them and call them stupid. In this case, I don't know what they're calling to be banned, but it's possible that this deck might be too good. Might be. I am not an expert, and I have no horse in this race, so I am basing this entirely off of the vibe from the community, and this seems a lot more complaining with purpose instead of just complaining because there's nothing else to complain about.
And I'm going to claim that a fix is on the horizon. You know, Modern Horizons, that thing.
Oh, I was like, what about War of the Spark?
I was making
because that's the set that's on the horizon.
About the set that,
for mind. Modern, right. See, now
Carry
it's funny
on.
that now that I'm paying attention.
Supposed to be a cheap joke, and then, haha, let's move on.
Had I been paying attention and thinking properly, that would have been good, yeah.
Yeah, would have been. Wasn't, though.
I screwed it up. This is all my fault. Everybody go home. We're done.
Why we can't have nice things.
Magic over.
Are you ready for third place?
Yeah, who's in third place?
Brian DeMars is in third place.
Is it third place?
Brian
DeMars
is in the first of the thirds. Look, never mind. Brian DeMars.
He's also playing.
Also, is
it Phoenix?
It is.
Is it Arizona?
Next.
Case Johnson.
Case Johnson is on. Oh my God, Bogles.
What? Bogles.
Dude, I haven't seen Bogles put up a high finish in a minute. Anything new?
Daybreak Coronet count as some kind of horizon?
There's nothing new. It's the same old deck. That's so cool. Oh, I guess there were some bannings in the previous ban cycle, so the meta is still moving around quite heavily.
Yeah. You play what you know, and it's a deck that can explode and kill people.
Also, isn't Case Johnson the guy from Portal?
I think that was his brother Cave.
Yeah, it's Cave.
Oh, that was Cave Johnson. Okay, right. Portal 2, rather. Excuse me. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
Next. Who's in next place?
Next place, which is also known as fifth place, would be Sam Black.
Okay, Sam Black. We haven't seen him yet. Here you go. Oh, Sam Black's on Lantern.
Made up. That's a made-up name. I don't believe in this person.
Sam Black's on Lantern Control because Sam Black is a terrible person, apparently.
Hey, did you know that my wife once beat Sam Black in a side limited event at a GP?
Nice. I think you've mentioned that.
I just cut that off as beat Sam Black, and I'm like, wow.
My wife once beat Sam Black. Yeah.
With a hammer.
It was the damnedest thing, but it happened. No, it didn't. It was a limited event, and she just had
You just beat people with the stuff you opened there, right?
That's right. And she just happened to open a hammer.
Tip card,
It was the strangest thing. Okay, I'm sorry. Are we done with Sam Black?
Yeah, it's Lantern Control. No one ever needs to talk about that ever.
Great. And in 6th place is Eli Casis.
Or Ellie Cassis.
Nope, Eli Casis.
What? Sorry, yeah, Cluze has to mispronounce
We're not
names.
allowed to pronounce things correctly.
Oh, right. Ellie Crosses. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Ollie and Syphil. He's also played.
Ooh.
Wait, as
Izzet
it turns
Phoenix.
out, I'm getting these backwards anyway, by the way, because we have just done 8th and 7th place.
Oh, okay.
Cluze, are you telling me you lost it at 6?
I lost it. No, I lost it at 5th, actually, is where I lost it.
She's just raising/lowering that bar, depending on what we're doing.
All right,
Yeah,
let's
I'm
try
sorry.
this again. Okay, who's in 5th?
Okay, no, who's on 1st?
3rd base? Okay, but seriously, who...
Jared Calabrese
Okay, so Jared Calabrese is actually in 5th.
is actually in 5th, yes.
Okay, so with Tron, Jared Calabrese. What flavor
Right.
Tron is this? It looks like a mono green Tron. Yes, okay.
Okay, and then in 6th place is Shaheen Sarani.
Ah, Shaheen Sarani is right here. He's playing Izzet Phoenix. Again.
All right, then.
All right, there we go.
Okay, and
Totally out of order.
then-
It would be nice if they had these.
Then was Ellie Cassis,
Yes, that's right. Eli Casis.
and then was Sam Blanc.
Sam Blanc. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. There we go. We got there
All right.
eventually.
Yeah, eventually. Look, it's close enough. Those 8 people played decks at this event.
Checks out.
Ooh, and we've got a metagame breakdown too. Check this out. Oh my god. Okay, so it looks like the Izzet Phoenix deck. This is...
It.
Hang on, I'm trying to figure out what this is.
It.
Here are GPA LA's 28 most popular decks. I guess this is from day 1?
Based on the number of decks, I would have to assume so.
Yeah, because that's a lot of decks.
Oh, that is a lot. Okay, I didn't even notice that. Okay. So, and this is based on their around 65% sample size. So they didn't get everybody.
So they checked 2/3 of them to do this.
But yeah, so with this, about 10% of the field was Izzet Phoenix. 7.5 was Green Tron and Burn. Okay. Death Shadow was at 6% of the field. Dredge was at just under 5. The Rock was at just under 4. It's going to drop off sharply from there. Before we get down to below 3%, we've got Spirits, Blue-White Control,
Ooh.
Red Phoenix, Humans, and Affinity. But then look, that's only half the list, down to 3% of the field. That's only half the list. Less than half the list. Yes, Cluze?
So
It's just I am skeptical that there's actually an affinity deck in Modern.
Well, it's
I
no,
thought
it's not Affinity, but that's what they call
you were
it.
giving credit for not being Izzet Phoenix.
Is it?
Like, this is the post-Cluze Phoenix.
But look at all this. Just the rest, there's Valakut, Jund, Hardened Scales, Amulet Titan, Jeskai Control, Storm, Bogles, Eldrazi, Elves, Hollow One,
Woo!
Red Prison, Merfolk, Ad Nauseum, Death of Taxes, Devoted Vizier. Couldn't get it there. Infect and Were Prison.
In your defense, in fact, cuts a lot of people off early.
It does. Good news, lunch.
Hey, look, win rates.
Win rates? Oh, look, and we get win rates.
Neat.
Huh. Apparently Dredge won 59% of its matches.
It didn't play any Magic, though.
That's how
No,
you
this
win.
is
You
Modern.
don't play.
It played a sort of kind of Magic. Legacy Dredge is not Magic. Modern Dredge is kind of Magic. Little bit. It's got flashes of Magic in there.
It's like a sampler platter.
Where is Phoenix on here? Is it Phoenix at
Arizona.
53%? 54 almost. Not bad.
As is Red Phoenix.
And poor Death and Taxes had a 36.5% win rate. Oh,
It's because it's saving up for April.
that is true, yeah.
What
So
is
there
it?
you go. There's a whole, just a god-awful mess of information here. So if you're at all interested in how Modern was doing, you should go check this out. But then, I guess we don't really need to look at the 9 through 32nd deck list, do we? Because it's going to be all of that stuff we already talked about.
Plus, we have plenty more Modern to talk about.
Yeah, I gotta say, we got other tournaments to get to, and it's already, oh, good God, it's 11 o'clock.
All right, let's
Yeah,
go.
buddy.
GP Bilbao.
GP Bilbao.
Where's Bilbao?
Bill, where do you bow?
Yes.
Okay, and do you mean event number 6?
Yes, event 6. Where was
Thank
event
you.
6? Where's Bilbao?
It's in Bilbao.
It says
Spain.
Yeah. Is that Spain?
Yeah.
Okay. Just checking. Hey, look, Guillaume Matignon won. Remember him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you
was
remember
from-
why you remember him?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making
Well,
sure.
if you remember.
So he won. What was he playing? Is it Phoenix? Huh.
Popular choice.
Huh. So there were 4 Is it Phoenix decks in the other top 8? Yeah,
I think so.
I think that's right. Okay, so who's in second? Oh god, these are in order.
What?
They claim to be anyway. So Luis Samuel Del Toro was in second playing Were Prison. Wow. That's cool. I would not have expected that at all, actually. All right, third place, we've got, I'm going to say, Joseba Garcia?
Sure.
Something like that? Playing Dredge. Because
Pretty corn.
freaking Creeping Chill is the hotness in these decks. Fourth place, Thomas Rasmussen was playing Is it Phoenix? Fifth place, Gabriel... Hang on. I have to look at the whole name like 3 times. Comaposada
That sounds right.
was playing a red-green Valakut deck. Whoa.
Huh.
Yeah,
Molten
there's
Pinnacle.
the Scape Shift right there. Huh, neat. Okay. In 6th place, Jan Stadler, probably Jan Stadler? Whoever was playing Dredge. We're not going to get 4 Is it Drakes, because I can already see in 7th. Oh, God. How do you say that first name?
I do not.
Yeah. Log de Place?
Log. Yeah.
Loge de Place? This person was playing Dredge.
Better at Magic than me was playing Dredge.
Well, that doesn't
fair.
narrow it down.
Not at all, but that's how it's a safe answer.
And then Julien Potier, I think, was playing Shadow Zoo.
That's a cool name.
What is Shadow Zoo? Look at this.
Death Shadow?
It's got Death Shadow and Street Wraith and a bunch of stuff like that, but it's also running Taylor Swift Spear, Wild Nacatl, and Tarmogoyf.
Goif.
Why would you pay more than 2 to kill things?
Hang on, how do you... Okay, it's got a lot of fetches to knock down your life, and a few...
Huh.
What are these
At
dual
least-
lands called? My brain just completely shut down.
Shocklands?
Shocklands, thank you.
Yeah, you're going to need to get your Nacatl online.
How else do you lose? Okay, Dismember takes a chunk of life. Mutagenic Growth, okay. Ooh, Become Immense. Thoughtseize.
You could cycle your Street Wraiths.
Yeah, the Street Wraiths go in that. Teamer Battle Rage for the Death Shadow, of course. Lightning Bolt and Mishra's Bauble. Huh.
Neat.
How long has this deck been a thing? Is this deck a thing?
I don't think I've seen this before.
I mean, I know I haven't, but...
I don't know that I've seen it before.
I mean, I know the archetypes going on here, but I don't think I've seen them mixed together like this before.
Yeah, it's a zoo deck with the Death Shadow package essentially thrown in.
I mean, yeah, this deck's entire goal is to make everyone's life total low and then hit them harder. Or I guess faster.
With your 1 mana 3/3 and your 2 mana 4/5, I guess, for the Goyf.
Yeah.
And your Taylor Swift Spear, of course. And of course your giant Death Shadow that you then team or Battle Rage.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's that's neat.
Cool.
I like the way mutagenic growth is +2/+2, but it's actually +4/+4 when you pay the 2 life for it. Whew!
Which you will.
Yeah. All right then. That's a neat little thing there.
Oh, would you look at that? Yeah, I've not seen this deck before, at least not noticed it. But let's be honest, I really only pay attention to the red decks and Legacy.
And especially
the red decks in Legacy.
There we go.
So,
all right, so we've got a deck overview from day 2. Let's see what. Oh, check this out. Oh, this is just what everyone's playing. I was hoping for like a rundown or something. Okay, hang on. Let's not do that. Do we have like a metagame breakdown? We do not.
We have some spicy lists from day 2.
Wait, yeah, we do, right here by Frank Karsten. I knew it. Whoa, okay, check this out. This is an actual picture. So 22.2% of the day 2 metagame was Izzet Phoenix. Wow. Next up is Other at 10%, which covers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 23 different decks. There were 10% of that. Next up is
brand.
Yeah, next up is Humans at 7.6%. Look at that jump.
Holy crap, slivers.
Yeah, I see that. There is a modern slivers deck that was running around for a little while that fell out of favor, but
it's just funny.
Someone made day 2 with it, so that's freaking sick. And look, there are 3 Shadow Zoo decks listed here.
All right, then.
Do either of you know the difference between 8 whack and 8 rack?
I have no idea what 8 whack is. I've never heard of it.
All right.
Chat, do you guys know? Anybody know what 8 whack is? Because 8 rack is, the deck we've had for a long time.
Yeah.
But 8 whack, I don't know.
Anyway, I'm sorry. I sidetracked us before we could get to 6.3% of the decks were burn.
That is true, yeah. And also Tron.
Yeah, but I mean burn.
Oh, 8 whack is goblins, apparently.
So it is the bushwhacker, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah, the goblin bushwhacker and the reckless bushwhacker. Ah, we've seen that once or so on this show.
Yeah, the bushwhackers, they were the ones who had the kind of weird thing that they did when they, with their arms. No, yeah.
Yeah, they came in like this. Yeah. You can't see me unless you're watching the stream, but yeah, that's...
I'm not, but I can picture it in my head.
Yeah, that's... Bushwhackers were... was that 80s or 90s wrestling tag team?
I believe 90s, I think.
I think it's early mid-90s, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how I know that. I wasn't watching wrestling back then. But anyway. So yeah, there's your metagame breakdown. Again, links to all this is in the show notes if you want to see it for yourself.
Okay.
So, okay, what are these spicy day 2 lists? I have to know. So here is... What the hell? Oh, White Moon. It's like Blue Moon, but it's white. Look at this deck. What the hell is this?
So it's the moon.
Imrakul, Hazaret, Simeon Spirit God, Wrath of God, Gemstone Cavern. What? Okay, 4 Blood Moon, 4 Chalice, of course, Lightning Helix, Nahiri, Anger of the Gods, Gideon of the Trials, Blessed Alliance, Cast Out, Chandra Torch of Defiance, and 1 Settle the Wreckage. Went 9 and 6. Not bad. It's got Rabble Masters in the board. It's got Leyline of Sanctity and Rest in Peace in the board. And Boil.
I like Boil.
And Stony Silence and 3rd Anger of the Gods. That's pretty funny. What else we have here? Okay, we've got... Oh, here's the Slivers deck. Are you looking at this, Cluze?
I am not. I'm sorry. I was chatting with my wife in another window. My apologies. I'm back.
That's kind of like slivers.
I mean, it kind of is, yeah.
I don't think so.
So, yeah, if you click on the spicy...
Spicy.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
getting
the
the
second
spicy.
one.
Second deck in the spicy.
So, yeah, you've got your
Okay.
Caverner Souls and your Mutavault and your Sliver Hive.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
a bunch of slivers. And Collected Company
wait.
and Aether Vial.
Hold up. You're telling me that the slivers deck runs slivers?
And
It's a
12
bold
assloads
concept.
of them.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. It ended up 8 and 7, by the way. Pure Steel Paladin deck ended up 10 and 5, which we have seen this before a few times. With SRAM and the Pure Steel Paladin and Hercule's Recall and Retract. I was like, there we go. There's something else to put stuff back in your hand. And Grape Shot. Nice. And then Landfall Aggro ended up 7 and 8, but that's okay. Look at this deck.
It is a landfall deck.
It is straight up Landfall deck.
This
Knight of
was
the Reliquary, Plated Geopede, Step Links.
I drafted half of this deck.
Yeah. Scape Shift, Prismatic Omen, Manamorphose, Explore, and Boom and Bust. And of course, Valakut.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty funny. 7 and 8 isn't great, but I bet that 7 and 8 was badass.
I appreciate
this
the
made
density
day
of
2.
4-ofs in this deck.
Do it.
I always do.
Like, the density of 4-of cards in this deck is just straight up, like, everything there's 4.
There is, yeah. Except
like
for
all the
one
way.
each of Forest, Mountain, Sagiri Step, Temple Garden. Literally everything else is 4 of.
I approve.
Nice. All right, so there you go. That's some GP Bilbao.
Okay.
Good stuff.
Shall we fast forward through the SCG event?
Yeah, let's do
it's
the
even
SCG.
more modern.
Yeah, so this was in Philadelphia. Wait, how many people were in Bilbao, by the way?
Bilbao was 1,615,
Wow.
which was more than at Tampa.
By like a lot. That was,
Yeah, by
that was
like nearly
almost
double.
double Tampa.
Yeah.
That's impressive. But then Florida man, so understandable.
I mean, I'm afraid of Florida, man.
As you should be.
As well you should be.
Because it's Gothic.
All right. So, how many people were in the Star City Open in Philadelphia?
The Modern Open had 941, according to the list on the site.
Whew.
Maybe that's
Wow.
where they were at.
That's a lot for a Star City Open, isn't it? Seems
It is a lot because they didn't want to go to Florida.
Ah, good call.
They're like, I'm going to play Modern. I'm going to go to not Florida.
All right, let's run through these. Austin Collins won with Izzet Phoenix.
It is.
Jonathan Orr came in second with a Golgari mid-range deck. What is this? Oh, yeah, this is that Jund deck without the red.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Whoop. John Greer in third was playing Dredge. Matthew Dilks in fourth with Amulet Titan. Daryl Ayers in fifth with also Amulet Titan. Dylan Donegan in sixth playing Izzet Phoenix. Bob
It
Wong.
is.
It was. Is. It be.
It was. It were.
What it
I
do?
am. But it do.
What it do, yes. Bob Huang in seventh was playing a Hollow One. And Alex, oh, damn it.
That is a great name.
Alex, how do you say that? Is that like Shostek, maybe? Zostek? It's something. what's
Zostak?
one of
I have
those?
no idea.
It's playing Mono Green Tron. Okay, looking at the rest. Azorius Control were Prison, Humans, Infect, Burn, Mono Green Tron, Azorius Control, and Counters Company was the rest of the top 16.
It does counter. Company.
Was never
okay.
questioned.
How far does this go? This is all on one page. There are 85 lists on this one page.
It goes all the way to 85.
What the heck?
Yep.
That's cool. Usually it stops at like 30.
Usually it's like 32-ish or something. Yeah. In the case of this one,
No, I think it's
I wonder if
usually
this is
30
everyone that had
because
a certain record and up.
I always think that that's weird that it stops at 30 and not 32. But anyway, so there you go. That's, if you want to see even more, go check that out. Let's go. Oh, we've got the metagame breakdown. For day 2, there are 19 Izzet Phoenix decks. Next up is 9 Dredge and 8 humans. And then 6 Mono Green Tron. And then it drops to 4s and less from there. So yeah, the metagame looks oddly similar across 3 different regions. Which is interesting. But yeah, the Phoenix deck is really good. And if the metagame doesn't shift soon, there might be a problem in the near future.
If the metagame doesn't shift with the release of a new thing for this format, then someone has messed up.
Yeah.
Well, that won't... We don't get that until after... Wait, the next ban restricted update is when War of the Spark comes out, right?
Yeah, I was more thinking, when does Horizons happen again? I've already forgotten.
I haven't the faintest
Yeah,
clue.
I don't know when that sort of thing happens.
Chat, do you know?
Chat, when is
it
Modern
June?
Horizons?
I'll just ask the internet.
That's
say it was June.
When Modern Horizons? Huh. There's
okay,
a
Jay
journal
Spencer said June.
called Modern Horizons.
I believe that. Yeah, so I guess we'll find out with War of the Spark and then Modern Horizons, but
like if it continues to warp the metagame as hard as it is, I don't know if the Phoenix deck or certain aspects of it will survive.
Yeah.
June the 14th.
After War of the Spark. So
yeah.
Okay then, moving on.
Maybe that'll be the first thing Nicol Bolas kills.
Okay, so there were some classics here at Philadelphia. How many were in the Modern Classic?
The Modern Classic had 321 contact.
That's really good for a Modern Classic. Wow.
Big Modern weekend.
Right? Jesus.
It's the most popular format of Magic.
You know, as much as people complain about it, you wouldn't think that, but...
Incidentally, since I took the time to look all these dates up, I'm just going to tell you that War of the Spark is May the 3rd.
Right.
The next Banned and Restricted update will be May the 20th. And then a Modern Horizons will be June 14th. So let's ban it and then release some stuff and unban it. I don't know. I don't know. Carry on.
Okay. So there's a month. If they don't ban anything in the War of the Spark update, there's only a month before a giant new injection of stuff.
Maybe they'll ban it in London a week before they ban it for the rest of us.
Oh, there you go. Maybe they will test ban it during one event just to see how it goes.
Yeah, there we are.
All right, so looking at the
London exclusion.
Looking at the classic, we've got Alexander Vu with a Grixis Death Shadow deck winning the whole shebang. Dredge in second by Oliver Tomachko. Titan Shift in third by Vinay Gupta. Fourth place, Kevin Fanaket playing Burn.
Burn.
There it was. Jonathan Sukinik, I never know how to pronounce that, playing Jeskai Control in fifth. Oh, there's an Izzet Phoenix in sixth by Christian Baker. Neil McIsaac in the seventh is apparently human. Or his deck
Allegedly.
was. His deck was. And
Allegedly.
Paul Mendez in eighth had the not affinity deck. Not Hardened Scales. That's a different deck. This is the one named Affinity that has no affinity in it.
Yeah.
The rest of the top 16 is Mono Green Tron, more Hardened Scales, Hollow One, Golgari Midrange, more Phoenix of the Izzet variety, and then Mono Red Phoenix.
That was the name of that show. Okay.
What We Do in the Shadows?
No. When you said
Mono Red
humans, when you said humans in seventh place, that Neil McIsaac was apparently human, it made me remember that there was this TV show in the 80s where this guy had built a robot daughter.
Oh wait, don't tell me.
What's the show name?
Don't hang on. I know this. It was oh god, I can see the little girl in her little red dress.
Yep.
Oh no, I had it and it fell off. Wait, don't. Small Wonder.
It was, in fact, Small Wonder. Yes, I had to go look it up. I thought it was something about human, but no, it's Small Wonder. Don't look it up. It's not worth your time.
It's
Not
really
to be
not.
confused with Almost Human or Being Human.
Correct.
Right.
I don't know if I said this or not, but there's more humans in 15th, and then Jund in 16th, rounding out the top 16. So there you go. Stark said, "I can't believe my daughter is a robot." No. He did it on purpose. He knew.
That was an episode of Mari. Don't worry about it.
That was an episode of Mari, yeah.
I really liked Stark's previous comment. We at Wizards politely ask you to not play Phoenix at London. Like, just try it. Play something else.
No.
Like, for realsies, guys. Let's not. Can we not?
For this one weekend, you'll be allowed to play Phoenix at your local game store if your local game store is in London. Everyone else has to play something else.
Lord. All right, so now we've got the Legacy Classic. How many people were there?
There were 189 players playing the king of all formats, Legacy.
And
if I
while
can
still
find the right
being
tab-
while being lower than the others, that's still a lot for an open.
True.
I mean, for a
It
classic.
is. It is quite a few people for a classic, but Legacy is I'm going to say a vibrant format. There are a lot of Legacy aficionados out there. They really enjoy their legacies. I know I do. In first place, Brandon Osborne was playing Storm. Looks like it's an ant list to my reading. In second place, Jacob Bard is playing Izzet Delver. I've got nothing clever because I barely slept last night. In third place, Mark Fedak is playing Rakdos Reanimator because we like to kill him and bring him right back. In fourth place, Keith Blackwell is playing Storm. Also looks like an ant list to my eye. In sixth place, Lucas Bishop is playing Grixis Delver. Do I like anything about that? Probably
There's
not.
Zombie
Leon.
Fish.
Oh wait, there's the red part.
Yeah, but the rest of it.
It's got Lightning Bolt and Young Pyromancer. You like some of it.
Okay, I like some of it. Okay, there are a few things that are okay. In seventh place, Leon Chang is playing Food Chain.
Whoa.
Now
Delicious.
there is a Food Chain Goblins list in Vintage, but this is not that. This is number 1 Legacy and number 2 not nearly enough Goblins. In eighth place,
It still
Billy
has
Mitchell.
Hydroid Krasis though. Mm-hmm.
It does.
Huh. In eighth place, Billy Mitchell is playing Izzet Delver, which let me go check second place. Yep, I still don't like it. Okay.
Meh.
There you go. What else have we got outside of our top 8? Some more Delver, a Grixis. No, don't care about that. Storm.
Wait,
Ooh, is the
hang
10th
on.
place Storm Tess?
Wait, hang on.
Check.
Look at Billy
Nope,
Mitchell.
it's still Ant.
Look at Billy Mitchell.
Yeah, I'm looking.
You see the number next to him?
8.
Now look at the
Yeah.
one right
Oh.
below him.
Oh, also in 8th, in a linear superposition for 8th, Chris Repke?
I think it's Repke.
Repke
I
is
think.
playing Azorius Delver.
That must have been the most awkward cut.
Yeah,
Man.
there's 2, 8, and then 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Nothing
14,
else is missing.
Yeah, there are 17
There's
people
17
here.
here. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
I-
I assume that they would simply, randomly determine which of the teams was going first, and then within their team, they decide which deck they were playing.
So my understanding of Legacy Clues is that
Yeah.
when you have this superposition situation,
Uh-huh.
you actually force the Legacy players who are in the same position to play Two-Headed Giant, which gives them a massive advantage over other people with more life total, but they also might hate each other, so you might have a Rurik Thar situation.
Oh, they definitely hate each other. They definitely hate each other, yeah.
Because one's going Izzet Delver, the other's going Azorius Delver. They can't both have all the Delvers. It's not limited.
Right. So what you don't know is that recently Scheherazade has become a Legacy staple, and the
Oh,
way this
good, I have a
works
signed
is
one.
the way this works is every time it's Billy and Chris's turn,
Yeah.
they play a sub game to figure out who's playing their
gets to
card
take
in
the
the
turn.
main game.
So they can determine who the primary head is. Got it.
Right. Right. So
Good
I mean,
thing both decks have
look.
blue, so they're quick.
the matches take a little bit longer.
Sure.
Okay,
sure.
a lot longer, but it's a lot more interesting for the folks at home. If for no other reason, every other turn we have to explain to the folks at home why this thing is happening.
So in the sub game, if you blind flip a Delver, are you extra lucky or are you wasting your luck?
I think you're
All right,
wasting your
look,
luck.
it's
Okay.
late. Let's keep going.
Look, let's be clear. This is the kind of crap they're going to get for letting random people like us do commentary on Twitch.
And
This is your warning.
oh man, if you do arrive at a round at your match for a tournament and you find that there is in fact a pair of players on the other side of the table and that they do have Scheherazade out and are trying to explain that this is what's happening, please politely call a judge.
They'll want to hear the story.
They totally will.
Yeah.
That judge will probably call every other judge they can find so that they can all gather around and stare at what terrible thing we hath
Well,
wrought.
what's the collective noun for judges again? Is it like a tribunal?
A dishevelment.
Ah, okay.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that was always when,
Right.
and I gotta say, I fell into this category too. But when I was judging, I believe it's a dishevelment of judges.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
In 10th place was some Storm. I think it's still Ant. We've
Yep.
got Reanimator in 11th, Burn in 12th. I don't think we have to look any further. All right, we got there.
Go
Took us to-
team.
Took us to 12th/13th question mark
But in 13th, it says 13th.
slash 14.
There's Talk to Me Goose.
There is. Yeah,
Matt Maverick, that is.
Yeah.
that's right. Negative Ghost Rider.
And then Death and Taxes, Jessica Delver, and Sneak and Show. Since Cluze didn't want to finish it off because Burn.
No, because I got to Burn, and that's
That's the
all we're
pinnacle,
looking for.
really.
That's where it goes.
pretty much is. See, we admit it. We have come to a consensus. So say we all. Meeting is adjourned.
All
Go
right.
team.
Good job, everybody. High fives all around. Shall we
Yeah.
wrap
Oh.
this nonsense up because it's late?
That's fair. We should do that.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. You can find me on Twitter at SqueeGoblinBob. There's no Iron Goblin because I sent it ahead to Japan so that it could find a hotel for me. Fortunately, it did. I hope it tells me where it is, though. Otherwise, it's going to be real awkward. I'm departing for Japan this weekend and will be gone for 2.5 weeks, so I'll be missing not one, not two, but 3 Monday Night Magic. So based at the current news cycle rate, when I come back, I expect to hear that we've gone all digital. Should be fun. That'll be what you do when I'm not here. Beyond that, I will be tweeting nonsense. So if you don't pay attention to my Twitter, that's fair. I often don't have time to, but since I won't be at work, and I will be wandering around with a phone that has a camera in it,
What?
there's no telling what nonsense I'm going to take pictures of. It's probably a Gundam statue, though. Very likely. There's also a Godzilla statue and a Buddha statue, and I'm going to try to make all 3 of them fight. So we're going to see what happens.
Wait, you mean like, let them fight?
I mean, that's what you do.
Yeah.
It's just the nature of things. Also, all the random other stuff. I'm going to go to a robot restaurant. It's going to be weird. You'll see all kinds of, like, what a nerd does. Also, I'm going to go to Super Potato, which is important because it is, like, the biggest, like, retro game store ever because it's just where games go when they die. It's like Game Valhalla. My friend explained to me as you walk around, you look at the prices of all these things, but those numbers don't matter. The real question is, how many Metal Slugs is this worth? And there's a copy of Metal Slug right there so that you can get the exchange rate. So I'm going to check it out.
In
Should be a lot
Japan,
of
is
fun.
Metal Slug the same as here, the Mario Duck Hunt?
I hope so. I'm really hoping so. I don't know. Like, I don't know what to expect there, but I'm going to be looking for weird dead peripherals because those are the kinds of things that I can put on my shelf and not care about.
Squee, whatever you do, don't bring back a Virtual Boy. You just got your eyes fixed with lasers. This will
I
not
won't
help.
get that. No. If I'm getting dumb peripherals, it's probably going to be the thing that came with Rez that I can't talk about on Monday Night Magic.
I was actually going to make a joke about that, but I didn't think I could
Yeah,
work
dude.
it into Monday Night Magic. Okay, all right.
All right.
Somebody
Nice.
pick me up a U-Force.
Oh, those are really hard to use. I played with one once.
Oh, really? I'm sorry.
Yeah, Animal built one. Or rather, he repaired one. And it's really, really hard to play Mario Brothers when you're moving your hands around like that, let alone
Yeah.
any other game. Oh, it was a very bad idea. The NES had a lot of those. But anyway, yeah, so I'm going to be in Japan, and I'll be posting stuff on my Twitter feed from there. So keep an eye out for it. And other than that, I'll miss a few episodes. And I depending on, data connectivity, I may listen to what you guys say on the 13-hour flight back. We'll see.
Sweet.
But if you send people to tweet at me, by all means do so, but understand that I may not respond to all of you if you do that, because I will be operating on whatever data I have, and that may be limiting if I'm wasting most of it uploading pictures of Godzilla fighting a Gundam, fighting Buddha. So, see where it goes.
Priorities.
It's important. So, given all that, I'm going to hand it over to Cluze.
All right, hey, if you want to hear more from me, you probably need some help. But if you do, I am over on the Twitters. I'm at Cluze, spelled just like it is in the show notes. I will be at PAX East in just a couple of weeks. So if you happen to be there, say hello. I'll hear you. Just go ahead and just yell, hey, Cluze, just that loud. I'll hear it. It's fine. Although, actually, I'll probably have earplugs in because that show floor, my God, it's deafening. But if you happen to be in
hand
Japan,
up and shout judge. He will react.
If you happen to be in Japan, say hi to Squee.
That's true.
I think that's all I've got. I don't think I have anything
interesting. Yeah, actually, if any listeners are in Japan, let me know, because I'm not aware of them, but it would be nice to know, because when else am I going to see you? So,
fair.
Neat.
All right. Well, that just leaves me.
It's you. It's Chewie.
It me, as the kids say.
He's a small wonder.
I mean, ever since the dress, I kind of thought.
So yeah, hi, I'm Chewie, and I do things.
It's true.
And
on the
stuff.
internet.
On the internet. Yeah, I've been there 5 minutes visiting this cousin I never met, and he goes, "So what do you do for a living?" And I was like, "Oh God," because the old man went nothing.
Internet.
Yeah,
internet well.
I was like, "I'm an entertainer on the internet." He's like, "Hey, a lot of people can make a living." I'm like, "Really?" Because I'm almost to the point where I'm making a living.
Did you specifically say I'm an entertainer on the internet?
Yes.
That's amazing.
Well, he's old. I didn't want to.
I know. It's just really funny to me because there's all kinds of ways he can interpret that.
Yeah, I'm a stripper on the internet.
Oh, no. I mean, you have to make money.
I don't. Ah!
Thanks, Patreon. Da-da-da.
Anyway, so yes, of course, Monday Night Magic.
Level.
Monday Night Magic and the Mana Pool are both live streamed here on twitch.tv/themanapool, and the audio versions go up on their respective RSS feeds. Yeah, themanapool.com is currently down. We're working on transferring it from Scott's hosting to mine, and that's taking longer than expected. So, yeah, hopefully that'll be back up in a few days. I also stream other stuff here on Twitch. Let's see, what have I streamed lately? I finished Super Metroid, finally. I played some Hearthstone. One night I played Reigns, which is this adorable decision-making game where you're the king and people come up with things and you have to make a decision, and while balancing its effect on 4 different resources at the top, and if any of those resources get maxed out or drop to nothing, you lose. And when I say you lose, what I mean is you die and another king picks up and then you continue. So, but that game was adorable. And after that, I streamed Happy Room, which is a game about using various tools to creatively torture dummies.
That was special when I signed on, and I'm like, oh, look, he's playing a Rube Goldberg game. Oh. He's playing a Sega Genesis Blood Code Rube Goldberg game.
Yeah. It's changed a lot. So a long time ago, I did some YouTube videos for Happy Room, and it's changed a lot since then. Like the concept is still the same, but the tools changed, and the background's changed, and you can change it from just a dummy to a dummy or a zombie or a robot. So those are all neat. And yeah, it has goblin guns. It has guns that shoot goblins, and the goblins have knives, much like the one Squee is currently holding, where they just...
I'm cosplaying!
Where when they hit the goblin, or when they hit the dummy, they just stab him for a while. And it's really...
It's kind of like Chucky killing someone.
Yeah, a little bit.
They sort of latch on and go at it.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. But anyway, I've
We
also
should leave
streamed some. I don't know what I've streamed in the last however long, actually, because I have too much other stuff going on to actually store that in my memory. Hang on, I'll look. Okay, Monday Night Magic. I got a Golden Priest in Hearthstone and did a. What'd I do? A Rumble Run.
Oh.
That Rumble Run will end up going up on YouTube soon because it was something. And then Reigns and Happy Room. And Cap lied. He said that if you switch games in the middle of a stream, it will break it up into two videos in your VODs. It didn't. So Cap lied. Super Metroid and more Hearthstone. Yeah, that's what I've played in the last week.
Seems right.
Yeah. It's been fun. And then over on YouTube, what's going up on YouTube? So as right now, there's some Hand of Fate.
Monos?
No, Cluze, damn it. But it's a roguelike game where you build a deck ahead of time and then you move your little board, your little dude among cards, and the cards flip up and you have to do stuff on each card. And then sometimes there's combat, and it's like Batman Arkham style combat, but not quite so polished, but it's still fun. And I'm getting close to the end in these videos, so it's very, what's the word? Stressful. It's very stressful. It's very stressful.
Checks out.
So yeah. And of course, Smash Brothers is still going up. The World of Light mode. It is entirely too much fun. By the way, if you would like to watch one a video of this to see how you like it, do the World of Light number 24. It's the 24th video in the series. It's called Beware the Struggle Bus. Where there was a bus during the Smash Brothers fights. You know Smash Brothers? I was being chased by an Animal Crossing character in a bus, and he'd grab you and throw you in the back of the bus and try to chuck you off the screen. And I got so scared of the bus. And I was like, and then I would laugh because it was funny because I'm scared of Captain driving a bus. And it's a really good one. I highly recommend that one. It's number 24.
Isn't that the nightmare that Steve wakes up in?
It haunted my dreams for a good few days. So I feel
Wonderful.
for Steve on the bus if that is what haunts his dreams.
Fair.
Also, the TMP Nerf report for the Hearthstone Year of the Dragon announcement went up. It's Mike and I explaining all the cards that went to the Hall of Fame in Hearthstone and why, and then talking about all the other parts of the Year of the Dragon announcement, outlining what's going to be going on in the next year of Hearthstone. And it was before they announced anything about the new set, so we didn't know about Rise of Shadows yet. But yeah. There you go. That's what's going up on YouTube right now. In the future, there will be the Golden Priest run, the Rumble run from Hearthstone, and some of those Tespionage games in Hearthstone. Maybe some Reigns. I don't think Super Metroid is going to go up on YouTube because it's not terribly YouTube-y.
Yeah.
Oh, Plague Inc. will be going up on YouTube at some point. And more Smash Brothers, of course, because World of Light mode goes on forever and never ends, and I love it. And I'm determined that all of that will be going up on YouTube. So that's going to be like a 60-part series. Probably. Because I'm not done yet. And I've got something like 13 or 14 or 15 hours in it now.
All right, then.
God, it might be more than that.
You got a lot of parts.
It goes on forever, and it's so much fun. And I actually enjoy the editing process for those for some reason. So
Because they're reminding you of good times.
I think that's it, yeah. There's some games that I desperately hate to edit the videos for. Like Hand of Fate isn't great, but at least there isn't much editing to do for that. Like Slay the Spire. I hate editing Slay the Spire videos, but Smash Brothers, I just love it. I just love every second of it. That's why I always have so many done ahead. But anyway. Yes, so that's all of that for the youtube.com/themanapool and twitch.tv/themanapool. Yay. If you want to help support what I do, there's at least one video that goes up every day on YouTube, and the 2 podcasts a week, and all the Twitch streams 3 or 4 nights a week outside of the podcasts. So lots of content all the time for you guys. And if you want to help support what I do with all that, then go to patreon.com/themanapool, where you can become a lifeguard. I have a twitch in this eyelid, and it's driving me up the damn wall. Okay. But there are a variety of perks. The uncommon lifeguards get early access to the YouTube videos and to Manapool episodes. Unless I can't give you early access. Like, hey, did you know the Manapool has preview cards for War of the Spark?
I hope you brought enough for everyone.
Plural.
They're all for you, aren't they?
They are, yeah. Sorry. I asked.
That's fair.
They said they were for the Manapool. But
no, I get it. I leave the country and Manapool gets preview cards. You're welcome.
I do appreciate that, yeah. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. Those will be going up, by the way, on April the 8th, which is a Monday. They asked us not to say that we had preview cards until after the 15th, so I expected some kind of announcement on the 15th about stuff. There wasn't one.
All right, then.
So I don't know what I'm allowed to say. I will say that they're doing previews a little differently this time, and so it's cool. It's going to be cool. I can't wait for them to tell you about it, so I can then
the cards are printed on lunch meat. You have a set window to preview them.
Nom. But anyway, I will say, before anyone asks, we did not get one of the 36 Planeswalkers. Sorry.
Alas.
That's okay. Like I said, they're doing something different with the preview cycle this time, and it's going to be cool. I can't wait for you guys to see it.
Cool.
So, okay. What was I? So you won't get that episode early because street date. So sorry. But anyway. What else? The rare lifeguards get the early stuff and the odds and ends, all the stuff recorded before and after both Monday Night Magic and the Manapool, that is uncensored and unfiltered and generally unsafe for consumption. Last week's, which isn't up yet, but last week's post-show odds and ends was longer than last week's podcast.
Yeah, it was.
By like half an hour.
I'm still tired.
Because we talked about Captain Marvel and went from there onto other aspects of Marvel movies and TV shows and just went forever and ever and ever. So, yeah.
Those are the topics we talk forever on. Like comics and things based on comics.
Yeah. And the Mythic Lifeguards get the early access, the odds and ends, and the sponsorship shout out on the end screen of all of the YouTube videos that go up each month and on both podcasts. So I would like to thank our Mythic Lifeguards, Kim Ho, Andrew Hunt, Al, Paul David, Lance Delicious, Team You Hellas Are You, Connor Kennedy, gonna skip around, The Beastfather, Aaron Goodwine, Mike Millerburn, Bartle, Dan Holm. I'm doing this backwards and this is really hard. Dan Holm, Aleph Cat, Violet Moon, John Parker, Keith Moody, Stark Maximum, Brian DeLucci, Jason Kaus, Jake Jansons, Cody Buckowing. Hang on, I lost track again. I'm going up. Jason Doan, Danny Liao, Fayan Says, Casey, Sophia Brattain, PJ McMullen, Stuart Slaw, Jeff Spencer, Alex Gonzalez, John Morris, and I think I said Connor Kennedy, but he gets another one just in case I didn't. Yeah, there we go. I did that all for Jeff Spencer's kid. Just want you to know that. What was that? Hey, Magnus just subbed on Twitch for 18 months, and he's on an 18-month streak. That is the Beastfather, Aaron Goodwine, by the way. He said, I'm not last for once. I know, right? You can thank the young Spencer for that. So, all right, with that, we're done now. By the way, thank you to all of our Mythic Lifeguards. I quite literally could not do this without you. So I appreciate you so much. And all of the patrons at whatever tier you're at. Thank you so much. But with that, we're done with Monday Night Magic number 645. It's late. We're just going to...
Hey, Chewie.
What?
Assuming this displays correctly, I think you hit a milestone in your views.
I did?
Yeah, you broke 20,000.
Nice.
I don't know what that means.
The little number that says views in Twitch. Total views under the name and stuff.
Oh, like total views.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, look at that.
So congrats on that.
Yay. Awesome.
I just thought I'd share that before you were done.
I appreciate that. I don't know how that I mean...
I have no idea how it calculates 20,000, but okay.
Yeah, that is not, as they say, as I say, a small number.
True.
Stark has a good point. And only some of them are banned. That's true. Had to ban 3 in the last stream, but it was actually the same person 3 times. Because people on the internet are just sad, apparently.
I mean, if you ban the same person 3 times, it's because the clone wasn't letting you riot. So, I mean, that's what you do.
Yeah, I did not get the right prompt. But anyway, so...
Straight to the ban hammer.
Again, we're going to go again. So, thank you all so very much for listening or watching, joining us, let's say. Thank you all so very much for joining us, and go play some Magic.